Hey everybody, thanks for checking out Comic Book and Two Comic Book Dudes. Here today we're doing a little bit of an interview and a talk through of a new product, new website that's coming out. It's going to help everybody out. I'm Justin, the managing editor over at Comic Book. With me as always is our editor in chief over there.
Hiding in the corner. I'm
Yep.
Aaron, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked.
And with us is Luis Ramos from Jazwings. We're going to be
Hi.
talking and seeing what's going on there.
So, Luis, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us about this cool new service. We've done a lot of interviews in the past with folks who've had Kickstarters or crowdsource or however many other websites there are out there to do the crowdfunding type thing. But your service is just a little bit different. So, you want to tell us about Jazwings and how it can help out the creators out there, or the would-be creators who are looking to create a new project or a new toy or a new something?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for having me. Really exciting. So Jazwings was born from our CEO's. He identifies as a frustrated artist, and he started our toy company, Jazwares, which is our parent company, and he wanted to give back to creators and give them a chance to have access to mentorship, finances, and a way that they can get their idea brought to life. And so that's really how Jazwings was born.
Cool.
Do you want me to go into a little bit about the process itself?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, we know with a creator, let's say they have a new comic they want to put out, and they've got the idea, the storyboards, they've got everything put together. Maybe they have a couple pages of art. They have the summary. What happens when they come and talk to you guys?
Well, first, we would like them to create an account on Jazwings and upload that idea. And once they do, it goes on our platform for the crowd to vote on it. But what we do is we mentor our creators and really tell them about what their brand could become and help them flesh it out a little bit more. Like I was saying earlier, we kind of refer to it as the prequel and sequel to crowdfunding. So we try to get people and their ideas prepped for the crowdfunding stage, which is the second stage of Jazwings. Once it reaches a voting success on our site, we work with the creator to build their crowdfunding campaign. We help them shoot the video. We go through and think of product ideas for rewards, figure out what the ask is, what the message is, and then we launch the Kickstarter campaign and hope that it's successful.
Okay, cool. So that's nice that you offer that service up front. I know we've seen a lot of Kickstarters start and fail. We've seen a lot succeed as well, but to really give them that service ahead of time and help them kind of shape the message that's going to go out in that Kickstarter, that's a big thing. I mean, a lot of times, the creators are very focused on their book and they know what they're passionate about with it, but it's sometimes hard to really get that out to an audience. And so that's cool that you guys offer that that mentoring program. That's great.
Yeah, and really we help with the marketing of the campaign. We get on social media. We do as much as we can to make sure it's successful. And one of the things that really influenced the creation of Jazwings is there are so many Kickstarter campaigns that even when they're successful, they don't get their products made. And
Right.
what Jazwings can offer is we have a global toy company behind us. We know how to make product. We know how to get it out there. We know how to ship it. Really, what we're offering is beyond just helping build the Kickstarter campaign is to fulfill those rewards.
Cool. Okay. So you started to talk a little bit about the toy company behind it. So Jazwares, right? So once a product is funded, the Kickstarter's done and it got funded, what's the next steps for the creators?
Sure. So once they reach voting success and once they've gotten into the Kickstarter campaign and once it's funded, we then review again the idea and decide whether or not we want to move forward with it as a Jazwares brand. Jazwares is a global toy company, again, that's behind Jazwings. And they will, once they review it, they will see if it's ready to be adopted as one of our brands. So we have a lot of brands. We work with traditional licenses like Peppa Pig. Work is calling.
Little Doctor Who there.
I gotta give him a screwdriver.
Yeah, I actually have my Sonic screwdriver. That's what I cosplay as at several Comic Cons. But
Nice.
I got mine signed this past one by Jenna, who plays Clara.
Yep.
So mine's out of commission right now. It's just sitting and being admired from afar.
Very cool.
So yeah, Jazwares, we have traditional licenses like Peppa Pig, Adventure Time. We do Star Wars electronics, things like that. So we know how to handle big brands and build brands as well. Like one of our current brands is Tube Heroes. Terraria is another one of ours.
Okay.
So we have to know how. Yeah. So once the crowdfunding stage has been reached, the creator will get a $5,000 bonus, and once it becomes a Jazwares product, the creator will get a 10% net revenue for the life of the product.
That's cool. So that's pretty good. I mean, compared to some Kickstarters, they ask for $2,500. They get that. Basically, that's the cost for production. They send out their product and they come back home with $100. So this is it's pretty lucrative actually for some of them to come out with the $5,000 bonus up front and then 10% for the life of the product. That's great.
Right, and what's, like I said, what we help with is making sure people have a fleshed out idea, have the ability to fulfill their rewards. And like I said, we're the prequel and sequel to crowdfunding. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So you do have a product right now that you're working on that's out in the Kickstarter phase, right?
Right. So we launched, it's called Panda a Panda. It's a brand from a creator in Hong Kong. It's been around for 10 years in Hong Kong, and he finally felt that it was ready to go out to the rest of the world. So we worked with him. It was actually really interesting to work with because it's a new brand for the Western audience. So we were trying to figure out the voice of it, figuring out what product we could offer. And he wants to get the message out by celebrating the 10th anniversary of this brand, Panda a Panda. And it's so he wants to do a stop motion animation, and we asked for $25,000 to both launch the product in the US and for the stop motion animation, and we got funded in less than 48 hours.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're at I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
It's okay. We have a couple more weeks left. We've kind of launched a social media campaign called Panda Party 2016, where we're trying to get fans to, dress like a panda or draw their own panda comic or, different things to try and unlock achievements, and all the boxes in the campaign will get upgraded if we unlock enough of them.
Cool. All right, that's pretty neat. So that's awesome because sometimes that's things that creators wouldn't be able to get to, when they're working through, I know some of the bigger creators that have a lot of fans, that they can put like Brian Polito can put a Kickstarter out there and it gets funded in a day, but some of these other ones where it's a new face. I mean, the one we interviewed a few weeks ago, a great product, and it's not doing as well as we hoped it would. But it's a really cool idea and would definitely benefit from having a push behind it like you guys. And, that's great to hear that there's a company out there that's willing to invest in new products, new creators like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like the products the ideas that people upload, they're from all over the world. Like I said, Panda is from Hong Kong. The next one coming up is from Argentina, Brown Bunny. It was a creator who uploaded the idea, and it's sort of a preschool brand, but it's a silent 4-panel comic strip. And we're going to do the Kickstarter probably in March or April, end of March or early April. And we hope that'll be a success. The third one, the third idea that reached voting success is Kisa Cuckoo, which is from Russia, from Moscow.
Oh, wow.
And the fourth one is from right here in Florida, from where we're from. So right in our backyard.
Very cool.
It's incredible.
That's
Awesome.
a massive reach. You're hitting like all over the globe. So that's got to, as your company's growing and everything, that's got to make you feel good that you're being able to be contacted throughout the world.
Yeah, it's so when we launched at New York Comic Con in September, and we had a party there at Comic Con, and then it's been strictly word of mouth since then. We haven't put any real advertising spend behind it, and we originally thought, we'd get like one idea a year that would make it through the voting stage and we would work with, and right now we're backlogged at 5 for the year, and
Wow.
and counting, because we go on the site and there's new ideas being uploaded, some gaining momentum faster than others, but it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And
awesome.
we want
Hopefully, well, yeah, yeah. Everything that's successful and gets out there is not only helpful for the creators and the product itself, but or the service itself, but also for the company, right? For your company. So
right.
That's cool. All right. I don't know, Justin, did you have any questions or anything?
I mean, I think this kind of explained it pretty well. Like the website itself, anybody watching this, definitely go over to Jazwings.com. We'll put a link in the description. But just watch the video, watch the intro, and then you'll be sold on it too. So
yeah, that was the first thing I did was I went and watched the video, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's things
Hopefully
that now, yeah, we'll have to take a look. I haven't signed up or anything, but I'll have to do that so I could vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do Jazwings of the week. Every time there's a new product out, we'll go, hey, vote for this. It's cool. But yeah, there's definitely Kickstarters that we've been involved with that weren't successful. That I want to reach back out to those people. Go, hey, you need to go check this out. Especially, we'll have to contact Rod and go, hey, if Zareth doesn't work, this might be the way to go.
Right.
He's got a huge comic world that he's developed, and it would be perfect for like action figures and all that kind of stuff, as development products from that world. It's really neat.
That's exciting.
So anyway. Yeah.
In our office, there are so many comic book fans. So the more comic books on the site, you'll get votes from us from ourselves. We'll be pushing to all our friends and family. So
cool. All right, we'll definitely have to present it to them. So that's one thing. So we'll put some links in the description of the video, and we'll also do an article that this will set in with links to Jazwings, and we'll throw a link into a Panda. I know it's about 14 days left, you said?
Yeah, just around there.
Okay, cool. So the one thing we always ask, and this is because we're a comic book website, is do you read comics?
Definitely.
Okay, so what was your first comic that you remember reading and thinking, this is awesome, I want to be involved in this kind of an industry?
I kind of got into comics a little late in college. When I moved to Orlando, I started reading. Like, I've always been superhero fans. Like, I watched Batman the animated series, all the different movies that had come out. But I started going to the local comic book shop. I started picking up some of Tony Daniels' Batman and Detective Comics. Right now, I'm a huge Batman fan, so I'm reading Scott Snyder stuff. I love the Ultimate Spider-Man from Peter Parker down to Miles Morales. There's just so many.
Have you read that new Spider-Man book? It's on issue 2 now. It's just Spider-Man and it's Miles.
For Miles, yeah. And I haven't read So I haven't read anything past Secret Wars. I started reading Secret Wars, and I haven't picked up the last few issues recently. So I don't like reading things out of order, even though I could technically jump in at number 1. So I want to pick up the rest of Secret Wars and start figuring out which books I want to put on my pull list. So
Yeah.
Well, if you're
There
a
are some
fan
good
of
ones.
Ultimate Spider-Man, you'll like it because it's still Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli that are doing the art and story on it. So it's still Miles and it's still beautiful. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the Ultimates, I definitely would recommend the Ultimates. That new series is awesome.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I thought
The
you were
new
talking
one.
about, like, the Ultimate Universe, the Ultimate.
No.
The
But the new
Ultimates.
Ultimates is really good. Yeah.
yeah, the
Especially,
Ultimate Universe got kind of screwed up there towards the end, but
yeah. Yeah, I kind of like what they did. I mean, because Bendis did his final, whatever you want to call it, his swan song with Ultimate Universe with Ultimate End, and just kind of said, "Here, it's gone." And so now you have everybody on the main world, the main Earth, the main universe, which is cool. I mean, you've got characters who are from the Ultimate Universe who are in there, and it's the melding of all these different characters that's made it really good. So pretty cool stuff.
Nice.
All right. Well, it was awesome talking to you. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
Same.
So it was awesome talking to you. We really appreciate you taking the time. Jazwings sounds like a great service for anybody out there who's interested in creating a new comic, a new toy, a new game, a new product. Definitely check out the website and let us know in the comments what you think about it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
All that fun stuff. Jazwings should come to Dragon Con this year.
I would love to go to Dragon Con.
Since we're close-ish. Cool. All right, I was just throwing that out there because I'd like to see y'all come up here. It was so massive this year.
We went to SuperCon down here. We're planning to go up to MegaCon in Orlando, TampaCon. I really just want to go to all the cons personally. So if I can figure out a way to go, I'm there.
Create yourself a new little title at Jazwings.
Head
manager.
or something.
Yeah.
And just make sure they pay for everything, then you're set, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, again, Luis Ramos, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us about Jazwings, and we really hope that that it's successful, and we hope that anybody who connects up with you guys has a lot of luck with their Kickstarters and their products.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thank you, and thanks everybody for watching.
Yep. Have a good one.